Hey everyone, it's Eric and Rich from Team RTFC and Bacon Ice Cream Productions.
What's going on?
We're gonna play a little game of stuff that we came up with.
Yep.
I don't know that there's any real names for anything, or
No, it's like preliminary deck testing after Wave 4 draft, I guess.
so it's Rich wants to get ideas out of his head, and I'm going to point out to him we have 3 weeks until the Energon Invitational.
Yep.
This is the last opportunity we get to get like dumb things out of our heads before we like go, okay, we should really take this seriously.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a lot of time.
No, we don't. But I don't want to make sure that I don't trap myself either. Like, oh, I have this really cool deck idea and I think it's going to do well. I don't want to like just dump a whole bunch of time into it either.
Right. But that's why we should discuss these things instead of,
Yeah.
like, are they viable, are they not?
Right.
Now, I'm not saying I don't think that's viable.
Yep.
I think I like the idea. I was thinking about it all day after we talked about it yesterday.
Yep.
I just don't know that it's good enough.
Yep.
But I'm happy to see what you did. I mean, I don't know everything that you put in there.
Yep.
But I'm sure that I have ideas to make tweaks. I mean, we already just talked about one that...
Yeah, that should have just been in there.
Well, you know, that was the thing. So, why don't you show what you are playing?
All right.
And I'll set up mine.
So, my lineup is Decepticon Shockwave, Nightbird, and Raider Caliburst.
My lineup is General Optimus Prime from Wave 3, Raider Tailwind, Raider Night Flight, and Raider Visper.
Nice.
I called it, when I was naming it, Prime Patrol. Because
Prime Patrol.
They're the
Gotcha.
Airstrike Patrol.
Yep.
But I don't know that I like that. I hate naming decks, so
Yep.
So Rich was talking about how he wanted to do something with Raider Caliburst, and he threw out some things at me, and I went, well, why would you do that? Just use Decepticon Shockwave. And then I had to tell him what Decepticon Shockwave does, because he never actually played with him in...
That's very true.
And then he went, oh, yes, let's do that.
Yep.
So we're going to see what happens here.
Cool. All right, so let's just do this. Get some deck, get some dice, some rolling action. Hey, it's a 7.
Why is there... I have a D20 of yours in my thing.
Huh.
Hey, it's a 6.
All right, cool. You're real wide. I guess I'm gonna go. I'll go second.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
1, 2, 3. Draw a card. We're going to remember what these guys do. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. And that one. All right. Raider Visper is going to attack Nightbird.
Okay.
So 1, 2, fold 1. So attacking for 4 plus I pocked a green, so it gets +2, so that's 6.
All right.
Because Tailwind gives any of the air patrol. I'm saying it for the video, not for you.
Oh, gotcha.
+2 attack or +1 defense when Airstrike Patrol attacks. So Sparring Gear did that.
So in for 6.
In for 6.
And we defend 2. And there we go.
All right. I'm going to... swap this leap into battle for the Sparring Gear. Table's yours.
All right. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to put an armed hovercraft on Caliburst.
Come on, bombing run.
Then we're going to attack Visper with Shockwave.
Okay. So 1, 2, tough 1, white, white. So he defends 3. What's your total?
6 Pierce 1.
So he takes 3.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Draw. Yep.
What's cards in hand? 3?
3.
Let's put a Scoundrel's Blaster on Night Flight.
Okay.
And play Head-on Collision on Night
Okay.
Flight.
Yep. And then who's going to take 1?
Well, so you need to tell me you're triggering. So, and Kalen will take 1.
Okay.
And then Night Flight's going to attack.
Yep.
So he's 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11.
All right. So we'll defend for that. And we'll take, I don't
7.
know, a whole bunch.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. And then, I'll swap this security checkpoint for the Bastion Shield.
All right.
Table's yours.
Draw.
We are on the right orientation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I went first.
yeah,
I was
no,
just making
I
sure.
switched it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're good.
It'd be awkward if we weren't. That's why I was asking.
Yes. Energy pack on Shockwave. Energy transfer. Move that over to Caliburst.
Really need to stop encroaching on my stuff.
Sorry.
We also apparently need to figure out how to move your hand thing closer to you because
Yeah.
you're eating a lot of real estate.
Yep, yep. All right. And then Nightbird into Visper.
1, 2, tough 1. Defend 4.
That's a bounce.
All right. Draw a card. Let's put a sparring gear on Tailwind and set a secret action, and we'll give 1 to Night Flight and 4. We'll attack Nightbird. Bold 1, white, white. So attacking for 5.
All right. And we'll take 4.
And I will swap the I'm going to pass on those scoundrels. All right, here's your
Okay. Alright. I guess we won't do any of that. Let's just not. Nothing there. I guess we go after Visper again.
give them tough 3. So 1, 2, tough 1, tough 1, 2, 3, white, pip. So proc the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defense.
All right.
And I will. I'll pass on all that. All right, draw. All right, so Prime. Six, 7, 8. Transform. Going to play head-on collision targeting General Optimus.
Okay. And then I guess you take a damage.
Sure. So it's not I guess you take a damage. It's proc Nightbird's ability. You have to because
Sure.
it's not my responsibility to remember all of your triggers. You have to remind me to.
Yep. Okay.
Well, it's important. It's
I
important
got
for.
it.
Well.
I got it.
Put one on Night Flight.
Cool.
Because I forgot that. Like I played it and I was like, okay, that I forgot.
Yep.
So we'll turn that into a 3. But like in the invitational, if you forget to announce it,
Yep. Got it.
and he's going to go into Nightbird.
All right.
1, 2. So for 7.
All right. Cool.
And I will pass on the reflex circuits. And then everyone readies.
Yep.
Jail is yours.
So we'll brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll vaporize the Scoundrel's Blaster.
Okay.
And I'll play Testify.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what the call is. So it's per turn. Once you draw more than one.
Read what he says.
So it says,
Go away, Pippin.
when your opponent
Oh, sorry.
draws a card, if they've already drawn a card this turn, your opponent chooses one of their cards and does 1 damage to it.
So, did I draw a card?
Yes.
And then did I draw an additional card?
Yes.
So I choose a character and I do 1 damage. So
So,
if you could play that on my turn,
yep.
then
Then
you could make me take 2
Right.
because it's 2 additional cards, but because Testify is only making you draw 1.
Yep.
We'll put it on Tailwind and turn that into a 3.
Okay. And then we'll send Caliburst into Visper.
Nope. It has to go into Prime.
Because he's got
They all
stealth.
have stealth
They all have
while
stealth.
untapped.
Sure.
So
Jesus.
defend 5.
All right, cool. Let's bounce.
And I'm going to sneeze.
Yeah, clearly this needs work.
I'll when we're done with this, I'll tell you.
Well, also this deck didn't go with the bot lineup that I actually originally intended it to be.
Why?
And I only made minor tweaks because it was a different deck before we had talked. It was a completely different deck before we talked.
Okay.
But
No.
Yeah, it needs work. That's all.
Well, yes, it needs some things, but you also need to learn how to play it. I already can tell you, you started losing this game as soon as you stopped. You didn't transform Decepticon Shockwave. I told you yesterday, the only thing you want to do is be flipping Decepticon Shockwave.
Yeah.
Flip. When he flips to,
Yeah.
like, you make me draw 2 cards. So
Right.
that's a damage from Caliburst.
Right.
Flip back. Okay, if you can get me to discard cards, cool. If you
Right.
can't, it's still setting you up to make me take another damage from Caliburst. Like, it's a...
Yeah.
You missed multiple opportunities on that. You did some damage with Nightbird, but you definitely could have done more than 1 damage on Caliburst,
Right.
because that's all you've gotten off of him.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know. All right, I'm going to draw a card. I can't tell from here. Is he at 8 health?
He has an 8. Yep.
Okay. So, we're going to set a secret action.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play Armed Hovercraft on Visper.
All right.
And then Visper's going to attack. 1, 2, and bold and proc the Tailwind ability.
Yep.
So 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. Defend 5. Take 1.
Oh wait, do I want that?
All right. And we'll draw.
Cards in hand?
4.
Okay.
Put a reinforced plating on Shockwave.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. It does. Okay. So we'll go after Visper.
Mm-hmm.
When I attack, how many cards do you have in your hand?
3.
Okay, so never mind. That doesn't matter. You're doing something.
Sabotage armaments.
What does it mean?
Kill your weapons.
Oh, great. So yeah, there we go. Cool.
Tough. White. White. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the Tailwind ability. Pierce 1.
Pierce 1.
What was your total attack? Not that much total. Do I want the green? No. Draw a card. Play Bashing Shield. Get rid of your reinforced plating. And then Night Flight. 1, 2, bold 1, white. White is only attacking for 3.
So that's a bounce.
Tailwind. 1, 2, bold. So he's attacking for 5.
That's a bounce.
And then Optimus is attacking for 4.
Take 1. Plain armed hovercraft to get it in my hand. doesn't do anything because he's not ranged.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot he's not ranged.
Um,
That's a weapon.
yeah. I flip Shockwave.
Sure. Draw 2 cards.
Um, all right. Yep, into Prime.
For 5 defense.
8 total.
So take 3.
Yep.
Draw a card. Give Prime Matrix the leadership.
All right.
Give Visper leap into battle.
Sure.
And we're just going to go down the line. So
Yep.
Visper is 1, 2, bold 1, white, white. So he's attacking for 7.
So we'll take
8 pierce 1 because of the matrix.
8, pierce 1, defend 4, take 4.
I have never played with a matrix.
Cool.
All right. Night Flight. 1, 2, bold 1. And this is why not putting all your flips in when there's lots of attacks is very important. And silly things like lots of attacks and defenses. All right. So that was 1, 2, bold 1, white, white. He has a bashing shield, so 5 attack. 6 pierce 1.
So take 1.
And I will swap this Matrix of Leadership for the Smelt.
All right.
Tailwind. 1, 2, bold 1, white, white. He's attacking for 5. 6 pierce 1.
Take 1.
And then our dear friend Optimus is 1, 2. Attacking for 5.
Take 1.
That was a super effective Matrix.
Yeah.
I mean, that did all the damage, right?
Yeah, it really did.
Did Visper do anything on that big attack?
Oh. Jeez. All right. So put a force field.
Sure.
On Shockwave.
Mm-hmm.
Play unconventional to draw 2.
Okay.
Jeez. Can I finally kill something? No, because I have to attack Optimus.
Yep. 5 defense.
So that's 7.
Take 2.
This is 10.
That's 10?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, I've got this game then. But just because I want to play this now,
Yep.
we're going to give Night Flight a Sturdy Javelin.
Okay.
And then attack with Sturdy Javelin with that and throw it at Shockwave to deal 2 damage.
Okay. Nice. And then we start flipping.
Yep. Hang on. I meant to... We're going to bigger they are him also.
Sure.
And bold, so he's attacking for 5 Pierce 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I forgot that he had the energy pack.
Yep.
And that's why I was like, oh, wait, the Sturdy Javelin will just kill him. I also had the Armed Hovercraft. I was like, oh, 1? Sure. And then it was like, oh, yeah, misplay. Remember that there's energy packs.
Yeah.
So I know that your idea started out with Optimus, Battlefield Legend.
Yep. And somebody different in the other slot. There was Caliburst in there, but it wasn't Nightbird. It was somebody else.
So I don't know that Nightbird was the right call, but I think of 7 drops, like, she put damage on me.
Right.
You know.
Well, but also you're right. Like the fact that I could have been flipping to load up your hand to do you the damage.
Right.
And then punish the fact that you'd be playing actions later. And then, I mean, but I didn't get any of the other cards that were like, I didn't get any hand control cards.
But you would have been drawing 2 cards also.
Right. That's true.
So you would have been getting 2 more.
Drawing into the cards that I needed to get you the, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, it's another one of those things where, like, I legitimately forgot that this Shockwave existed until you talked about it yesterday. And then I was like, oh, yeah, what does he do? It's like, oh, yeah, he has the thing where, like, you know, you start scrapping cards, you take damage. I'm like, that's fun. And then I'm like,
well, that's why I asked you yesterday. I said, do you want help or do you want to just do this on your own? And you said...
Well, yeah, I just wanted to throw it together, but then I didn't have time to actually hone the deck at all. And then I was like, all right, well, I'll just roll with the deck, and then, you know, we'll see what happens.
So, places where we know that you did not have security checkpoints in there.
Correct.
So I think that would be helpful.
Yes.
I think Swerve isn't a terrible hidden action to play.
Okay.
For maybe as a one-of to put you in a position where if I have to attack Shockwave, he flips back to alt mode.
And
then draws cards. So if Caliburst is out there, then make me hit ping for 2 because it's on my turn, and so you can leverage his draw 2 more effectively. I mean, I don't know that it's like you wanted to do something that would work Caliburst. And I just naturally was like, well, there's the 2 ends of it. Like, can you make me draw cards? Yes. Can you punish me for discarding them? Yes. Make me punish for playing cards? Yes. I think... So the only other problem, and it's less of a problem, but like Caliburst, when a weapon wants me to have more cards than you. Right. So kind of works with Shockwave because you can make me draw some cards and then you play cards and then, but you also want me to get punished for discarding the cards. But Caliburst, does that also because then you draw a card and I discard a card.
Right.
Shockwave's weapon, LV Gamma Launcher, should be in there.
Okay.
Because it's a discard.
Right.
I mean, so ultimately a lot of the argument is that Decepticon Shockwave is not good because he's only got 4 attack in bot mode, which is the mode you ultimately want him to be in.
Yep.
Because he's better attacker in alt mode. He only has 11 health, which in the pool of things, like, that's kind of low.
Right.
Like, Nightbird also has 11 health. She was 7 stars, and he, like, look at their stats right now.
Right.
He has 3 defense. She has 0 defense.
Right.
But they're identical, and he's 11 stars, and she's 7.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it's an okay idea, but I don't think it's like, I don't think it has enough tools to really get there. Because like to make it as effective as you want, you have to play cards like, is it Fog of War or Sonic Scramble?
Yeah.
Like just discard outlets, but then he's in the mode that isn't as good of an attacker.
Right. Right.
Like the LV Gamma Launcher is fine because you can be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna, do that. Or you can, similar to like how Major Shockwave works, is like you can potentially play, like Reclaim.
Yep.
Put an LV launcher on top, flip him, draw 2 cards, and then you get the card you wanted as the upgrade, and then you can, play it on him to make me discard a card or something like that.
Right. Right.
But I think it's a thing to tinker with, but I don't know that it's got legs to go the distance.
Right.
It's also kind of fragile to Piercy stuff because he's not got a lot of health.
Right. Right. Right.
I mean, it was unfortunate that I was able to sabotage armaments, the Caliburst, the turn that you were going to attack with him.
Right.
But I also, like, facilitated that.
Of course.
I went out of my way to kill him on that turn that I had it in my hand, so I could be like, okay, cool, I want to do that.
Yep.
But I also held on to that armament, so if you had a way to, like...
Yeah, if I had a way to strip it from your hand, then...
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I think there's room for improvement, but I don't know how much time we want to spend on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably give it another whirl. Like, edit the deck a little, mess around with it some more, give it one more whirl, and see if it does anything. And if it doesn't do anything, then it's on to the next.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay. I mean, this one, I felt... This is something I kind of came up with.
Yep.
I like Tailwind. I think I need a little bit more blue or a little bit more green, but I think I triggered on all but maybe one attack, and then those big attacks I didn't. You're shaking the camera.
It might actually also be the dog.
Someone's shaking the camera. I just see
Yep.
it. But like, I was trying to just get that. That's why I never flipped Optimus.
Right.
Which convenient. Did you end up having like a marksmanship in your hand that you couldn't play?
I had to by the end of the game because Caliburst was dead, Nightbird was dead. So.
Right. Well, it wasn't. They were never transformed, so you couldn't even target.
Oh, that's true.
So leaving the ranged part out, they were never in bot mode.
Right.
But that wasn't intentional. It was just he was better giving them bold than getting bold and focus in that instance because he, well, the irony being you have to attack him, so he wants to be tough, but at the same time, he, his health pool was high enough that I was like, it's okay. I think he can take a couple of lumps.
Right.
Because it just helps them flip that extra.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, it's actually pretty cool.
I just don't know that it's 100% like good. Like, I definitely think there's like it could use a little bit more black because then I could punch through a little bit more.
Yep.
Or maybe like instead of leap run sturdy shot because then I have the opportunity to like do the pierce plus something else. So I think this one there's something, I just don't know if it's this is the thing. Like I was originally trying to figure out, could I do all 4 of the air patrols and something else? And that leaves you with 7 stars. And that's where I got stuck, was like, who's a good 7-star? And someone else suggested to me maybe Optimus. And I was like, well, yeah, the bold, because then there's like, you could do, is it Impactor? When he transforms, you can give your whole team bold 1, but then you're like flipping him all the time and like not bold, not bold, like
yeah.
I mean, I guess at that point you attack with him and then flip him, but like that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just things like you could do all 4 and like Flame War,
right?
But then you have 2-star cards, and Flame War is the target when they're all untapped.
Right.
So is it really worth that? Probably not.
Right, yeah.
Like, he soaked a lot of damage.
He did. Yep.
You know, and I was only really worried to transform him if, like, 2 of these guys were dead. And then I'm like, well, let's try to do something. But 3, like...
Right.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, no, you were able to hold out all game long. You know, and like you said, though, if I was able to do more effective things with the flips and, like, realized what was going on, because, again, this is the first time I'm playing with every single one of these characters,
Well,
you know, then you go, oh, all right, I might have been able to actually pick off maybe 1 or 2 of your dudes before,
yep.
you know, the big Optimus swing. You know, who knows?
Well, no, I definitely think your sequencing is important, but I think that's a thing as we go into the invitational, is that you have to be able to, whether you played with the character or not, be able to be like, okay, how am I going to use him effectively?
Yeah.
Especially because we're going to have those sealed rounds. You know, we have some practice, and yes, he's not part of that grouping, but it's still, you might get guys that you've never seen before, like, you know, guys that don't have synergy, and you just have to figure out how you can leverage them.
Yeah.
So
in those scenarios, though, like, I found that I can, like, hold my own at least in those particular scenarios. So I'm not like, but this is like, I built a deck for an idea that I was like, okay, I think I know what this is going to do, and then by the time I was playing it, I was just like, oh, these are things that are different that I did not expect.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, there might become a point where we go, this is a good deck that we want to play, or that you want to play, or whatever, and you might not have enough experience with it, but you need to, like, we need to figure out how are the, like I said yesterday, how the best way to use him and him together, which I don't think it clicked for you when I said it.
Well, because, again, it's the first time I'm playing the deck, and then I just didn't realize it. Okay. That's all. Because I was also worried about the fact that I was like, oh man, there's so many edits I wanted to make to this deck, but you know, we ran out of time, so let's play this thing.
All right. And also, we could accept help from other people up front.
Yeah, that's true.
I want us to get.
It helps the process, you know. Like, it helps my process to have this experience, because now I know, oh, okay, these are the things I need to make. These are the things I need to do. Okay, cool, good.
Okay.
I see it in front of me. It's like, it's good.
Okay.
It's good times. So, I don't know. I'm just eager to, like, get in there and do some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to everyone that watched. I know we only played one of, but this needs edits and this needs some tweaks. So we're gonna see what happens going forward. So we should be doing something tomorrow, and I'm not sure what. If we're gonna do a fun Friday, or if we're gonna do something else. But I think we'll be able to get together.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we're definitely gonna do some stuff.
So hopefully this will go out sometime in the next 24 hours. So hopefully it'll be around Friday, if not earlier.
What, this going up? Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Sometimes it takes a while for it to upload, and then I'm sitting there trying to figure out while I'm falling asleep how to how to post about it.
Yeah, so we'll get it done.
All right, thanks for watching.
Yep, and then we'll see you next time, guys.